Hello students, welcome back to my channel Vidya Taranga. It's me Kavya Padiki. After a few days gap, again came back with the new videos. Have you heard? The PU board has announced PUC annual timetable according to the academic year 2021 and 22. The most probably the next month, in the April, the exams will be conducted. So that's why I have to prepare this video. So now today's video on the concept of the business studies PUC second year 8 marks important questions. These all questions are the very important questions. Again the same thing, the according to the blueprint of the 2021 and the 22 academic year. So according to this blueprint we have to prepare the videos again as well as the questions. So the chapter wise questions are there. The first chapter, the nature and significance of management. Explain the characteristics of management. Management is considered to be the both an arts and science. Explain. These first and second questions are the most repeated questions in this first chapter as a 8 mark question. And third one, define coordination. Explain the characteristics of coordination. Fourth question, management is series of continuous interrelated functions. Comment. Among these four questions, the one question is asked in the first chapter as a 8 mark question. And the second, third, fourth chapter, there is a no questions for the 8 mark because of the blueprint. So the chapter 5, organizing, consisting of many questions, but in this chapter they has to ask the two questions. So two questions are 8 mark. The first question is, what is organizing? Explain the importance of organizing. State the advantages and disadvantages of formal organization. Third one, what is the delegation and explain the importance of delegation. So first and second questions are the most repeated questions and the most important questions. And the fourth one, what is the functional structure? State any three advantages and any three disadvantages of it. And the next one, what is the divisional structure? State any three advantages and any three disadvantages of it. So the sixth question, what is decentralization? Explain the importance of decentralization. ಈ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ 4ನೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮತ್ತು 5ನೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿವಿಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್, ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿವಿಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ವಶನನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸನ್ನು 8 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. And the next chapter, 6th chapter, staffing. Explain the stages in the staffing process. Describe the steps involved in the selection process. Explain the benefit of training and development to the organizations and to the employees. Here in the third questions, we have to write the benefit of the training and development for the organizations as well as the employee. ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿಗೆ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಟನ್ನು, ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಟನ್ನು ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ದ 4 ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಜಾಬ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 4 methods of off the job training. So we have to write all the details on the job training methods as well as the off the job training methods in this question. So the next thing is directing. In the directing chapter, they has to ask 2 questions for 8 mark. Explain the qualities of the good leader. This is very very important, again the most repeated question. And second one, what is the supervision? Explain the importance of supervision. Explain the any 4 financial incentives and any 4 non-financial incentives used to motivate the employees of the company. And the fourth one, what is communication? Explain the importance of communication. And the next question, what are the common barriers to effective communication? Explain. Suggest the suitable measures to improve the communication effectively. This 5 and 6 questions, ಈ 5 ಮತ್ತು 6ನೇ ಕ್ವಶನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 5ನೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆದರೂ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದ ಬ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಾಮನ್ ಬ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಸುಟೇಬಲ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ದ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್. So seventh question, explain the principles of directing. So the directing chapter includes the two 8-mark questions. Among these 7 questions, there are asked 2 questions. These all 7 questions are very very important questions. And again the same thing, the chapter number 10, the financial market, consisting the 8-mark question. Only the one questions asked in this financial market. In that first one, explain in for money markets. What is stock exchange? Explain the functions of stock exchange. Briefly explain the steps in the screen based trading and settlement procedures in the stock exchange. Explain the functions of Securities and the Exchange Board of India. Explain the functions of SEBI. That is the fourth question. And the fifth one, how does the demat system works? Explain. So among these 5 questions, the most repeated questions is the second question and the fourth question and the third question. These three are second, third and fourth question. These three are most repeated and the most important questions. And the next chapter, the chapter number 11, in the chapter number 11, the marketing. In this marketing question, the marketing chapter, the one question has been asked, the explain any 8 functions of marketing. What is branding? Explain briefly the advantages to marketing and the customers. And third question, what is pricing? Explain the factors affecting the price determinations. And the fourth one, explain the advantages and the limitations of advertising. And the fifth question, state any 8 difference between the advertising and the personal selling. And the sixth one, what do you mean by channel of distribution and what functions do they play in the distribution of goods and service? Explain. So among these 6 questions, they ask one question for 8 mark. All the questions are very important. So in that, the advantages of the advertising as well as the functions of marketing and the what do you mean by the channel of distribution and what functions do they play in the distribution of goods and service are most repeated and important questions. So thank you for watching and video.